team can get it sorted. Back out here for the next heat. Is up next, Youth Ministocks back out on the track. And there's some hard and fast racing. We know this is a non-contact sport. Some of them tend to forget that every now and then. You have to have a little bit of a reminder, but generally they're pretty good. And one of the reasons that this class, or this grade, is so close is the fact, as I said, all the engines, 1200cc out of a Nissan or a Toyota, and all the parts, other than the chassis, of course, it's a custom-made chassis, all the other parts are donor car. So you can't go out and buy the best shocks, the best of anything. You have to get it off a donor car, which means that it's a good economic way of going racing. This is a great way to get a 12 to 16-year-old into this class. And as we saw just then in the 98T Hydrolink spotted sprint car, Adam Evans behind the wheel. It wasn't that long ago he was in this class, folks, racing very, very well in one of these youth Ministocks. Made the jump this season up to the 6 shooters, and it's not taken him long, and bang, here he is in a sprint car. Just shows you how good these cars are. So this is a youth group 6-lap dash. These are the cars that have made it into the dash out here in front of you. 14 of them. So they're going to have this 6-lap dash. And this will be Group A doing it. There's quite a few of them here tonight, makes it a little bit fairer. Here they go, green flag. Josh Evans is off the front with Lucas Erskine. There's a couple of hard charges, but right behind them, Harrison Brown and Marcus Scott. Ella Colvin in there as well as they all head down to turn number 1 nicely. Not too much biffo. Ashley Finch on the outside. Thought there could have been trouble, gets away with it. Josh Evans heads them through turn number 3. Erskine next. Then we go back to Scott, then back to Brown as they come across to collect lap number 1. Josh Evans pulling a little bit of a gap on Lucas Erskine as they head down to turn 1 again. There's only a couple of cars in it. Right behind the 13T of Marcus Scott as they all head through there nicely. Ashley Finch back up into the wall into 2. Just have to watch that. Don't want too much of it. Here we come round now to collect lap number 2. Josh Evans now comes under fire from Lucas Erskine as they head down to turn number 1. Marcus Scott in it as well. So the 3 of them bumper to bumper. Looks like Erskine's going to get a chance to go past down towards turn number 3 on the inside of Josh Evans as they head down to turn number 3. So they're going to go side by side. Josh Evans goes too high. I'm not sure if there's that much grip up there at the moment, mate, but we'll see as you come down to turn number 1. Manages to get back alongside Erskine, but Erskine's just going to go ahead, and Ashley Finch has a bit of a spin down there in turn number 2, but gets back on the track and just in front of the leaders. Ella Colvin, great move down there into turn 1 and 2. But now the yellows come out. Yellows are out on the track. All the cars starting to slow down. So it was Evans out in the front, then Erskine went back to Scott, then Ella Colvin, then we go back to Harrison Brown. So the 18T of Ashley Finch just hobbling around the track at the moment. Gets on the back of the train. So the yellow flags had come out. Everybody lining up single file. So they head down to turn number 1. Obviously the officials spotting something, getting something sorted out on the with these cars. Just listening, try to hear what race control is saying. Looks like the yellow flag's coming in. It's going to start again, single file as they come through turn number 3. Josh Evans in control at the moment out in the front. Lucas Erskine's right in behind. Here they come to collect the green flag. It goes and they're off. Everybody starts to spread out immediately as they head down to turn number 1. It's nothing worse than 2 wide at the moment. Sometimes they get 3. Oh, now there's 3 wide. Hopefully George Headley doesn't get hung out to try on the outside of about the 4 rows back, but he gets away with it. As Ella Colvin's done a great job to get into second position. That means Lucas Erskine goes back to 3rd. Marcus Scott right behind him. Ella Colvin up high into 4. Not sure that's helped. She's managed to fall back into the clutches of Lucas Erskine, who down through turn 1 and 2 gives a little bit of a push to the 32 T-car, sends it up towards the high wall and 2 and gets up second position. So Evans in front. Lucas Erskine's in second. Colvin coming back though through turn number 3 and 4. Marcus Scott and Harrison Brown, they're ready to pounce. Again, I think Ella was a little bit high going through turn number 4. That's Marcus Scott through. Harrison Brown there again as well. Everyone's through cleanly. Oh no, we got a Latin around there in the 44C car, and Ashley Finch again around in the 18T car. So plenty of drama happening down there at the moment. White flag comes out. Josh Evans out in front. Lucas Erskine, we saw it last time. Fantastic finish. Gives him a little push down there. Josh goes a little bit high into 2. Touches the wall. Erskine goes past. There was definitely contact, so Erskine out in the lead as they come down to turn number 3. Marcus Scott following through as well. It's going to be to the timing board to see how this one finishes, but it's going to be Erskine, then Scott, then Evans, then Brown, goes to Colvin, then back to Headley, Burson, back to Dylan Jones, and further down there will be Craig as well. Then we'll go back to Dodson, back to Lytton. I know Trent Ainsley was in there as well, didn't show up on the timing. At least he did, sorry, in 10th position. So great job by the 5T driver. But I think it's a little bit of controversy into the running of that one. As Lucas Erskine certainly gave Evans a bit of a push down there in turn number 2. Caused Josh Evans to head up towards the wall and get out of the gas ever so slightly, allowing Marcus Scott past. It'll be up to the Motor Speedway New Zealand officials to sort out any problem there. Drivers have 10 minutes after the finish of a race to bring a protest to the officials. And you better be serious about it, because it's going to cost you $250 to make a protest unless the officials have spotted it, and they will take care of it prior to that. But if you still think that there was a problem after they've cleared the race, you've got 10 minutes to say so. Front up with your money and get the job done.